So it looks like it's not just Nintendo that's going after Chinese ripoff companies because apparently now Rockstar, the owner of Take-Two, is suing player auctions for allegedly selling hacked GTA Online accounts and currency. It is insane the amount of lawsuits that has been happening over the last couple of years, and now we have another one to talk about. So let's get into this video, guys. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. Now, again, this is a pretty wild story, especially considering that Rockstar is apparently going to be releasing GTA 6 fairly soon, and yet they are still suing for what happened in GTA Online because, let's be real, GTA Online was one of their biggest money makers. And I gotta be honest with you, I don't think that they're doing this for money. I don't think that Nintendo's doing this for money. I don't think Rockstar is necessarily doing this for money because I feel like they got all the money in the world. What they're doing this for is a message. They're trying to send it out there to these Chinese companies that have been ripping them off for ages that, hey, we're going to keep coming for you if you keep doing this. It is basically up to these Chinese companies about whether or not they actually care about this, which, to be honest with you, I don't think they do. It says Rockstar owner Take-Two Interactive is suing online marketplace player auctions, alleging that it contains thousands of listings for unauthorized infringing GTA 5 content, including heavily modified player accounts, in-game assets, and virtual currency, all gained by using hacking software, cheats, and technical exploits. The lawsuit was filed in the U.S. Central District Court of California against a Chinese company that owns the website, Pio Network Technology. It accuses player auctions of operating with full knowledge that its sellers are engaged in rampant infringement and other unauthorized conduct, while it reaps millions in revenues by taking a cut of every transaction on its marketplace. I wonder how this is actually going to go down, because if it is basically an auction website and it's not actually selling the items themselves, and there's other people selling the items, I wonder how much the law is going to come down on someone who's essentially an auctioneer and not someone who's a seller necessarily directly. I wonder, I don't know the law, so I'm just curious how that would work out. Obviously, I don't think that's going to somehow absolve player auctions from any, liability. I just wonder how that's going to work. I find it similar to like YouTube, hosting content that other people upload instead of putting out content themselves. I wonder how that would be if somebody were to upload a video that was illegal. Could YouTube, even after taking it down, get sued for hosting that content, even though they took it down? I just wonder. Anyway, specifically, Take-Two alleges that player auctions host listing of modded accounts that have been manipulated to give high game levels and in-game currency, or to unlock content normally unlocked through playing or purchases. Well, that's what it's really about here, right? They don't want you having DLC content that you didn't pay for. That's basically it. Take-Two also claims player auction sells money drop services that work using hacking software to give purchasing players large amounts of in-game money, and account boosting services where sellers use hacking software or glitches to inflate a purchasing player's in-game level or currency total. Okay, so that's different, right? So if they are partaking in selling that kind of software, then this turns into a whole another thing. This is not like what I mentioned before with hosting and whatnot. This is you are like actively partaking in this, which makes it a totally different issue. So I can see why Rockstar would want to go after player auctions, because obviously not only are they selling content and accounts that are completely hacked through, but they're also selling accounts that have access to unpaid DLC items, which is a huge issue. And then it also gives them an advantage in an online video game that people are, not that they're playing competitively, but still, you don't want to be the one left behind because someone else is cheating. It's not the greatest feeling, obviously. So Take-Two further argues that player auctions goes out of its way to lull its users into buying illegitimate GTA 5 content from its sellers by offering refunds if the hacked accounts purchased are caught and banned post-purchase. According to the complaint, Take-Two has repeatedly confronted player auctions with evidence of infringement and has issued a cease and desist, but player auction has refused to shut down these listings. Well, yeah, they're not going to listen to you. Of course they're not going to listen to you. These Chinese companies don't give a shit. I'm honestly surprised that Nintendo managed to get the other one. They won against two different Chinese companies that were ripping them off. One was ripping them off for amiibo content, and the other one was ripping them off for Pokemon content. So I'm actually surprised that they managed to win. Not that they're going to get anything from them. I don't think they're going to get money, and that's why I said I don't know if this is about the money. I think this is honestly about the message. These companies are sick and tired of the Chinese ripoffs, and they're going to try to send a message to other Chinese companies that are doing this stuff and say, hey, if we got them, we're going to get you too. The GTA publisher is claiming relief for multiple different types and levels of copyright infringement, as well as intentional interference with contract. Take-Two is seeking a permanent enjoyment on player auctions from continuing to directly or indirectly sell accounts, currency, or items in any Take-Two game, or participating in or assisting hacking efforts or infringing the GTA trademarks. It's also seeing damages for trademark infringement, costs and attorney fees, damages, and restitution. So they're going after them for everything. That's basically it. Now, I'm curious because now they are going after them in the sense that they want to take them down from operating the way that they operate, because essentially, I'm sure they sell more than just GTA stuff, but I'm sure GTA is huge for them in terms of revenue. Otherwise, I don't think that ROCKSTAR would even be bothering right now if they weren't actually having an effect. But I think it's pretty clear that player auctions is having an effect on ROCKSTAR's bottom dollar. Like I think that's pretty obvious. So at this point, they're trying to take them down from operating completely and being able to sell anything GTA related on this website. And I can't blame them. Take-Two isn't the only company going after there's other companies. Earlier this month, Roblox filed a similar suit in the Northern District of California court, covering roughly the same accusations, attempts at a cease and desist, claims, and a prayer for a relief. Notably, player auctions offer similar sales and services across many other games, including World of Warcraft, Genshin Impact, Valorant, Path of Exile, Final Fantasy XIV, Call of Duty, and Fortnite. In total, player auctions claim to sell various boosts, items, and benefits for over 200 games. While the Take-Two suit is still an early process, the Roblox case has its first hearing set March 20th in Oakland, California. So that's coming up in 9 days. Ironically, it's coming out on the same day that Assassin's Creed Shadows comes out. That's pretty funny. Where Roblox is seeking a preliminary injunction to stop player auctions from selling Roblox-related products and services while the case proceeds. The lawsuit comes ahead of the fall 2025 launch of GTA 6, which Take-Two recently reaffirmed that is coming out in autumn. So again, guys, it's a pretty wild story, and I wasn't even aware that there were so many other companies that were trying to sue player auctions as well. This seems like it's going to go down pretty ugly. Player auctions seems like to be in the crosshairs of all these companies, and rightfully so, because again, if this company was small, I don't think anybody would care, but it's very clear that they are affecting the bottom dollar of many different video game companies. And if ROCKSTAR and Roblox are both successful in suing player auctions, I think it's safe to say that they're probably going to be aimed at by other big companies that they are currently affecting their bottom dollar too, like Activision and Square Enix as well. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.